Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another edition of Wrestling Talks and Thoughts. I am your host, Saheem the Dream.
Here on location, your boy J Mac Main.
J Mac Mizzle. We got two special guests with us.
You know what's going on, man? It's Ant-Man.
The Ant-Man and we can't hear you, Sean. Hold on a second. My bad, Sean. We got to unmute your mic.
Oh, I think that was
there
it.
we go. All
Yo.
right, go ahead.
It's your boy Keys, Sean E. Heyman. You already know.
Sean Keys is here. What's up, fellas? What is going down? Royal Rumble is tonight. Royal Rumble is tonight. So we're going to see what's going to happen. Let's get this conversation going, man, because I know you guys have been reading some things, has been hearing some things. I've been hearing some things. Jay's been hearing some things. Let's talk. Let's talk.
Has anybody heard the CM Punk rumor?
Nah, man. I've been hearing about rumors
didn't.
about CM Punk returning every pay-per-view since he left, man.
Follow him on Twitter. He kind of did a little tease last night. He dropped a picture of him winning.
I've seen the rumors. I've seen the rumors, but
yeah, he did one on his Twitter last night. He dropped a picture of him talking about on the anniversary or something with him in the ring. And then there's another picture with him training with some guy. He was training with some guy in the ring. I don't know what that was about.
Oh, wow.
It's a recent picture of him training.
Man, I ain't got no volume at all.
Ethan Wick, we can hear you. Okay, all right, he disconnected. All right, so apparently CM Punk is supposed to be making a return.
Yeah. I feel like this time is real though.
If it's real, right? I mean, if it's real, because with CM Punk, you never know, man. He plays around a lot, man. He always adds a lot of criticism. Always makes these statements. I hope so. I hope so. I say it like that's how I feel. I really hope he returns.
I hope so too,
Right.
man.
I mean, we've been looking for it for years, but at this point, I don't know. You feel like when wrestlers get to certain ages, you want them to be on the sideline. Like, why come back? Like with Edge, I was excited for Edge because how he left. So him coming back last year was cool. You know, he's had a couple things happen, but I don't know. It's just not the same Edge. So for me, like seeing Edge, I won't really. After the first two matches, I haven't been excited. CM Punk, I mean, at least he was at least active in MMA.
Yes.
Got his ass whooped, but I mean, he was at least active.
Right, twice.
So I don't know, it might be a little different. I don't know. It's kind of like AJ coming back. Now, see, I honestly could see AJ being a surprise in the Women's Rumble.
That would be hot.
AJ Lee. Yeah, that would be dope.
Yeah, that would be
dope.
Because honestly, fellas, we do have 19 slots open on the Women's Rumble side. So
Is 19 open?
yeah, because you know the ones that got confirmed, I think on Smack, as I was watching SmackDown, they had the women who declared themselves already, and it was only 11 women confirmed for the Rumble. So
is Alundra Blaze gonna be there?
I hope not.
I pray not. But then they got a lot of women from NXT that they probably use too. Because I think they really haven't used. There's still a lot of people missing, so they probably use a lot of the NXT women too.
Yeah, more than likely.
Do they even have that many NXT women? I only see like 4 every week.
No, that's a lot. They got a lot.
They got more. They have way more than they use. It's kind of like AEW. AEW only uses like the same 3-4 women every week, but they women's roster is long.
All right, Ethan Wick said he'll be on in a little. He says his audio is not working. All right, Ethan, we got you. We'll be waiting for you.
Is Eddie Guerrero's daughter still NXT?
No, I think she's developmental, but I don't think she's not on an NXT roster unless it's used.
Yeah, I don't even think she's made it to NXT yet.
Yeah,
because that's just like the Rock's daughter. The Rock's daughter is still in developmental too.
I heard her talking on a podcast the other day. They told her she's not allowed when she comes up. She's not allowed to use her last name. She got to earn it. That's why I asked.
Oh wow.
That's wow.
That's wow. That's crazy.
Kind of disrespectful.
She was born with the last name.
It's Johnson. I mean, it ain't like it's some.
Yeah. Right. Anyway, like it's a title. Shoot.
Right.
Wow. So question. So let me throw this out there real quick. So CM Punk. So Sean. So you wouldn't. You think CM Punk should hang it up right now? You think he should let it go? You wouldn't be open for it?
If it's for the Royal Rumble, I would be excited. Maybe one match, just for but like a permanent, him like really lacing them back up long term again. Nah.
Not at all.
So for the Rumble, for maybe the next pay-per-view, maybe WrestleMania, if the feud is right, the feud has to be right. So
who would you like to see him feud with, Sean, if he did come back?
That part, I don't know. I think him and AJ would be dope because I really don't think they got anything for AJ right now.
Check this out. Ethan Wick said Flair didn't have to earn her name.
Neither did Dominic. Neither did Dominic Mysterio. He's trash.
Yeah, where is that?
Dominic definitely have to earn his
last name.
Oh,
Dominic is trash. I don't see what I'm not understanding what they see Dominic. Maybe I'm missing something or I didn't see something before, but
Vince is not impressive. Vince is losing his mind. That's what it is.
Yeah, Vince is.
That man, he's not impressive at all.
Okay, so question. So could we get down to the nitty gritty? Can we really get into these rumors real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Because I think this is real hot right now. And me and Jay was talking not so long ago, and we was like, listen, if this happens, I told Jay, like, if this happens, if this rumor actually happens, I'm only watching NXT. Jay was like, he might just stop watching wrestling altogether, which I've never heard before. I've never thought I'll ever hear Jay say this. So this is the rumor. This is for all you guys that are logging in. You guys are catching this now on live. Please comment in the comment section. We want to know what you guys think about the Royal Rumble. What are your thoughts on this current topic? So the topic that we're talking about right now, if you just signed on with us, we're talking about the Rumble. We're about to get into a rumor. The big rumor is reported that apparently Brock Lesnar is supposed to enter the Royal Rumble, win the Royal Rumble. Goldberg is supposed to beat Drew McIntyre, and Brock Lesnar and Goldberg are supposed to have a WrestleMania match at WrestleMania where Goldberg fights Brock Lesnar for the title.
Been there, done that.
So might as well bring Stone Cold to be referee again.
So they get booed out the building.
They do that. I'm not watching wrestling. No, I agree with Mac May. I'm done.
Ethan Wick put up the crying emoji if that happens.
I'm done. There's two things that they do tonight. I'm done. If Sheamus wins and if that happens.
Word. If Sheamus wins, yeah. If Sheamus wins, I'm kind of like, you know what? I'm done with Drew. I've been done with Sheamus ever since he started.
I mean, well, I guess it'll be a way to kickstart the Sheamus and Drew feud. I didn't think about that angle. Are y'all even into the Drew and Sheamus feud at all? No.
Oh man,
it's got to get more personal.
Right.
Yeah.
Like I was telling Sadi, like when Raquel Gonzalez and Rhea Ripley, they had their feud. They brought imaginary pictures that we didn't even know existed, but they actually had pictures of when they trained together and they were.
Yeah, you felt the realness.
Yeah,
you felt the realness with Michelle Rodriguez and Rhea Ripley. I can't hear nothing.
Are they frozen?
I don't know. I thought it was just me.
Connecting. Yeah, sorry about that. We have connection problems. All right, guys. If you guys are joining us right now for Wrestling Talks and Thoughts, right now we are talking about the current rumor that has now been circulating around the internet that Brock Lesnar is supposed to win the Royal Rumble. Goldberg is supposed to go over and beat Drew McIntyre, and that Goldberg and Drew McIntyre are supposed to be fighting at WrestleMania. That's the rumor. We don't know how true it is, but we want to know if you guys have any feelings on it. You guys could drop a comment in the comment section below. Prior to that, we were talking about Sheamus possibly winning the Royal Rumble. How would you guys feel if Sheamus won the Royal Rumble and him carrying on his feud with him having a feud with Drew McIntyre or fighting for the world title at WrestleMania? And pretty much thinking about possible other scenarios that they were talking about online. Henry Jacob says Roman Reigns number 30. I mean, Roman Reigns wouldn't be in the Royal Rumble. I mean, he won't need to be in it. I mean, unless they have some kind of.
I mean, we've seen. I mean, Brock Lesnar did it before.
Yep.
While he was champion,
He was
right?
champion. He entered the Rumble
Yeah.
also. Yeah, he entered what, number 1, didn't he? That year?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
last year, yeah, it's true.
Yeah. So Ethan Wick says all 3 ideas are trash. Now I definitely agree with you, Ethan. Basuda, trash.
So I'll throw a scenario out there for y'all.
Y'all heard?
That I was just thinking about. It would be crazy.
Have y'all
What
heard
if-
anything about Ronda Rousey entering the Women's Rumble this year?
That's a rumor too.
Could be, yeah. I mean, I heard that, right, like now's the time when a lot of them would be coming back, like possibly Seth Rollins, Becky Lynch even, Ronda Rousey, because, she's been posting a lot of training videos. So yeah. So now I'm going to give y'all a scenario. Tell me what y'all think about it. Miz wins the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
He goes on a Mania, fights Drew, beats Drew for the heavyweight title.
Okay.
Then somehow Roman and whoever Roman's fight, they're unable to compete after their match. Then Miz cashes in the Money in the Bank to unify both belts.
Too good to be true. Way too good to be true. Ethan Wick says, "What if the Miz wins?"
Wrestling no more neither.
He said, "What?"
I'm done with
I don't.
wins. I'm done.
But I think the WWE would.
Yeah, I don't.
Someone
It's
other
like-
than Miz.
What'd you say, Sean?
I like the idea of what you're saying, but that's only if they're gonna bring back one title for 2 shows. That's really the only way that would work if they have that in the works. But I think they like the 2-show 2 titling.
The state of wrestling right now. I mean, having one title for 2 shows, I think that may be like the best way to go right now because Drew right now is not. I mean, Drew is getting a little cold. Drew needs some time away from the title scene. Roman is hot as a heel, and it's just like they're not really building worthy competitors for Drew. Like it's not interesting for Drew.
There's nobody at Raw that you really. I'm not gonna lie. I like the whole dynamic with him and Sheamus.
Mm-hmm.
I really do. I think the backstory, all of it makes sense. If you followed wrestling since they've been in, and even before an indie scene, it kind of the feud with those two makes sense. Like y'all said with Rhea Ripley and Raquel Gonzalez, there's a backstory to it, so it's more believable and it's a good feud. I think Sheamus and Drew would be the same thing. I kind of like it. I don't know if I want him to win the Rumble, but I like the story of them 2 fighting for the title and him having a legit feud with somebody. Like, let Sheamus whoop his ass a couple times. Like, build it. Like, let it be something. Like, there's somebody that's came and like started kicking Drew McIntyre's ass.
Right. I felt like that's how I felt about the feud between him and Randy. Like I felt like when Randy came in and him and Randy were kind of going back and forth. Randy was like, but Drew was like, all right, you now met your match. So, you had someone who was an experienced wrestler, who was willing to go into sadistic measures to try to get the championship or to come out number 1 in the feud. So I felt like Randy was that guy that kind of like really gave him sort of that thing. But you're right. That's what Drew needs. Drew needs exactly that. He needs a legitimate rival. So who are your picks for actually winning the Royal Rumble? Who do you guys have? Like, if you guys can choose, I want to hear you guys. I want to hear who you guys choose? Like, who you guys voting for? Like, there's 3 people.
Going with Cesaro, man.
Oh,
He's hot coming in. If you look at the last couple Royal Rumbles, Royal Rumble winners, I'm sorry, they had a little hot streak before the Royal Rumble that nobody really mentioned about. So I'm going with Cesaro.
Cesaro, okay.
Look at the last couple. That's Shinsuke, Seth, and Drew, right?
You said say that again?
There was the last 3 winners was Seth, Shinsuke, not in that order, and Drew, right? That was the last 3, right?
Right, correct. Yep.
They was all hot coming into the Rumble, especially Seth at that time.
That's true. That's true. You know, I would love for Cesaro to win.
And he just
I would love to.
went over Daniel
I
Bryan.
Mhm.
It's his time, man. It's his time. I just feel like it's his time because you put him with anybody, he becomes tag team champion. Besides Jack Swagger, outside of Jack Swagger, any partner you put him with, he brings gold. So I think it's time for him. And I don't see them putting him over Daniel Bryan right before the Rumble for no reason. It's got to be something behind it.
Yeah. Okay.
well, Daniel Bryan been putting up everybody for the last 4 weeks on SmackDown. If you notice, I don't remember the last time Daniel Bryan actually had a win on SmackDown. So
Yeah.
so he's been putting over a lot of people as of late.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. It's crazy because that's who I got winning. I got Daniel Bryan.
Winning. Okay. Who else? Who else?
It was Biggie before. It was Biggie before the feud that he's having right now.
Yeah. I mean, my mindset is this: they need somebody special to win. They really do. Like at this point, they need somebody special to win. I think, but I definitely think Cesaro winning the Royal Rumble would be like amazing. It would be amazing. Jay, who do you got?
So I was stuck on 3 people. So one person I'm kind of stuck on is I said Edge. Basically because Edge gives Drew somebody new to fight, because Drew's been fighting the same people over and over again. So Edge kind of gives him that leverage. But with Edge starting at number 2, kind of hinders me a little bit. I'm also thinking like Braun Strowman, since Braun just came back on SmackDown, and that's the match that they were supposed to have at TLC, Braun versus Drew. Braun has won the Royal Rumble. I mean, the greatest Royal Rumble, but he has not run like an actual Royal Rumble. And then I'm thinking also Bobby Lashley. They're gonna eventually let Bobby drop the belt to Riddle, and then then Bobby can be build strong to go on and fight Drew in a legitimate battle with the Hurt Business behind him. If freaking Cedric Alexander and Shelton Benjamin stop this petty bickering, because that just came out of nowhere. I'm like, that's confusing as hell.
Yeah. I would definitely love to see Bobby Lashley win. I would love to see Bobby Lashley win. I think who was my pick? Who did I choose? I think my pick was actually Edge too. And the reason why I said Edge was because I feel like they would. I think that they might want to go with Edge because Edge is somebody new that Drew would be fighting. But he's a popular pick. He's popular. He came back. He had a great return, and a lot of fans would be high on it. And then Vince McMahon in his mindset would say, okay, if you're tired of all the people that we have and who you've seen, if Edge is really cleared to come back and wrestle, then we're gonna go with Edge. So I think that's probably what they may go with. I'm assuming.
And one more thing. If Otis is a part of the Final Four, I'm done watching.
Wait, Sean, you gotta unmute your mic.
Bro, my daughter was in here and I muted it, my bad.
Okay.
50, it's a 50-50 with that one. Because like 50%, you're gonna have half of the fans that are gonna be excited. And then you got the other fans, like Ant just said, it's gonna be like, all right, I'm done. Like, I do think Edge is gonna last. Him coming in number one, because I think he's number one. One or two, it doesn't matter. I think he's gonna last at least until the final four. He's gonna last at least until the final four and then get eliminated.
Wasn't he confirmed for last year though?
Yeah, he was Final Four last year.
Yeah, but
I think it's gonna be the same. I don't see him winning.
He came in at what, 22 last year?
I think so. I don't remember that
somewhere
number,
around there.
I'm gonna find it right
I think
now.
whoever eliminates him is gonna be the feud for him.
If
Whether
he
it's
doesn't
Randy,
win,
whether
He doesn't win.
and hopefully this
that's why I said
Roman
earlier.
Morrison.
But that's why I said the whole thing with Edge and Randy is weird because you want to see the rubber match with them, but then Randy has the feud with the Fiend right now.
Right.
So it's kind of like how and where does all of that play in? Because I like the feud with Randy and the Fiend more than I'm liking the feud with Randy and Edge. For me personally. Because Randy and the Fiend, it's more dynamic. It's more interesting.
Yeah. It is more creative. It definitely is more creative.
How long was Edge been going for? What, about 6 months now, right?
I think it's longer than that. I think almost a year, pretty much.
No, who Edge?
Might be a little.
Before that, was it Extreme?
No, it hasn't been a year. It's like 6 or 7.
Because after they fought after Mania, they fought another match after Mania.
Yeah, I think it was Backlash. Backlash in April.
Yeah, so
it's almost a year, almost.
Listen, last year he came in at 21. He's been going away from the ring for over 6 months. I don't think he has the stamina to last that long at his age right now.
He's too old.
Uncle Edge.
Uncle Edge. Trailer Park Edge.
Uncle Edge. Uncle Adam, you know?
Okay, so Sean Keys, I was informed by Jay McMahon that you have some special news for us. You have a link? You have some special news concerning the Royal Rumble.
He's gonna tell us Hornswoggle's returning tonight.
I'm trying to say, hold on, I got special news.
The way this company's going, you never know.
Yeah, you never know. Shoot.
I know, right? I'm trying to think what I know about the Rumble. I just woke up from a nap, so.
There's a lot.
Edge and Randy 1 and 2. I know about Mia Yim. She has COVID. I think everybody knows about that one.
Yeah.
COVID. Sorry.
Blake might be 30 again.
Who?
Natalia's going to be 30. I know
Natalia's 30 for the women.
No, man, she gonna win that. She gonna win that. She gonna be 30 for nothing.
Triple H might be 30 for the men.
I ain't gonna lie. Natalia win. I'm done.
Nah,
No game. You don't want the game.
You don't want the game.
I think he might enter. He might enter. If the game enters, I'm cool with it. I don't want him to win it. I'm a Triple H fan. I love him, but I don't want him to win it.
What happens if? What would you? Knowing Vince, I wouldn't be surprised if Shane McMahon wins tonight.
Hey, yo.
I will not be shocked.
Oh man.
Everybody's saying they think
Hey, Jay.
Vince will try to bring Taker in tonight as a surprise entrance.
Nah, not do that. Without
Yeah, don't do that. Yeah, let that go. Let that go.
If they waste the entrant, as much as I love Taker, if they waste the entrant on Taker, they're gonna waste at least 5 entrants on people that we're just like, bruh. It's at least gonna be 5 that we're just looking at like, nah.
Yeah.
And the women's side, because the women don't really have a lot, they're at least gonna have 10 that we're gonna at least maybe at a minimum 10 that we're just gonna look at like, really WWE.
Yo, you know what would be crazy?
Who's that?
Imagine this. Imagine The Rock is number 30 and he goes on to win the Rumble and face Roman at Mania.
Now that's the other possibility I was thinking of too.
Yeah.
That really would be.
Real quiet on social media these last couple days.
I don't know.
And they have been talking about him and Roman.
And even Roman was on a podcast talking about it. Somebody, it has to happen, this and that, blah, and kind of talking smack towards The Rock.
I think it has to happen now. I think it has to happen right now with the whole the head of the table thing. If you wait until next Mania to try to do that, it's not gonna make sense.
And The Rock's schedule is kind of clear right now. I don't think he's shooting any movies.
Yeah, he's not right. I mean, well,
because he just got over having COVID, so
yeah, he's like 2 months off of having COVID.
I know he's supposed to be shooting.
I think the only thing he's really doing right now is the XFL thing. That's the only thing I think he's really busy with right now.
No, he just posted a video in Hawaii. He was visiting his grandfather, Peter Maivia. So knowing him, the last time he popped up, he was in another situation where you didn't think he was gonna make it on time. But knowing him, I wouldn't be mad at that. Even though they wait for the crowd to come back, but we don't know when that's gonna happen.
All right. So do you guys think that Goldberg's gonna win?
No.
Okay.
I think somebody's gonna interfere with that. Not the Miz though.
Yeah. So the Miz still has the Money in the Bank briefcase.
Whoever Goldberg's next feud is going to start tonight. Because I know they're going to have him for Mania. Because they need 4 big matches. And I don't know nobody else that's active. That's a legend. I think whoever he has a match with at Mania will interfere in his match tonight and start a feud. I don't know who, but it might be Braun. I'm thinking it might be Braun. I think Braun messed that whole match up.
What if the Miz cashes in tonight?
Oh, God. Another main event of Miz at WrestleMania. I can't take it. WrestleMania 27 is probably the worst WrestleMania I've seen in my life.
Nah, I listen. I can't listen. I probably would agree, but there were worse WrestleManias, and I tell you one WrestleMania that's the worst WrestleMania ever.
What?
And that is the WrestleMania. It was in New Orleans. It was the one where Roman lost to Brock. Shinsuke Nakamura won the Royal Rumble just to lose to AJ Styles at WrestleMania. It was a WrestleMania where no titles changed hands.
Isn't that the one the Hardy Boys returned at?
I think so, but it was in New Orleans though.
Oh no, that wasn't New Orleans. The Hardys returned. The Hardys came back in Orlando.
Okay.
New Orleans.
Right, yeah, that with Kofi when Kofi won the belt. No.
New Day was actually hosting that Mania.
Oh, okay.
In Orlando, they was hosting. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I remember that one when Shinsuke lost to AJ. Something else happened that night. That's Ronda Rousey's ring debut, right?
No. Matter of fact, the one in New Orleans was Ronda Rousey's ring debut.
Team with Kurt Angle, right?
Yeah, that was at in New Orleans.
That wasn't that bad. I kind of like the idea of Shinsuke losing that night.
Why?
Because everybody was expecting him to win.
Yeah, but
everybody always expects the Royal Rumble winner to win.
Okay, all right, cool. But the fact that Shinsuke never eventually wins the world title and then AJ Styles held the belt?
That's where they messed up at. But the feud was great though.
No, it was a good feud. It was definitely a good feud. WrestleMania 34. That's WrestleMania 34.
34. Who main evented that one?
Roman and Brock Lesnar.
That's the second one, right? That's the second time they main evented, right?
Yep.
That was great though.
You like that one? Where Brock went over and beat Roman?
It was mid-card good matches in that.
Was that the one? Man. Was that the one where he dominated him, or it was more of a better match?
Yeah, that was the first match when Seth interrupted. Nothing would be better than that.
It was good. The second match was all right. I mean, it was a little bit like Roman's a little bit more aggressive, but I mean, Brock Lesnar was still beating the crap out of him for the most part. Oh man, I'm gonna be honest.
That would be interesting though with Brock coming.
Oh, as a matter of fact, check this out. This is the WrestleMania where
that's the Undertaker Cena.
Huh?
That's the Undertaker and Cena, right?
Yeah. So Brock Lesnar beats Roman Reigns. Brock keeps the belt. AJ beats Shinsuke Nakamura and keeps his belt.
Yeah.
Charlotte Flair beats Asuka and breaks the undefeated streak and keeps the belt.
And don't forget Finn Balor. Finn Balor beat Seth Rollins in the Miz that night.
No. The Miz won that. I mean, Seth Rollins won that triple threat match.
Right, Seth won. Yeah.
Nah, well, this wasn't that bad. I'm looking at the card. I mean, that's out. Yeah, and Braun Strowman and Nicholas. That was horrible.
Right. Okay. All right. You had the United States Championship match, Fatal 4-Way. You had Rusev, Bobby Roode, Randy Orton, and what's his name? What's that guy's name? Jinder Mahal.
And then you had that awful. Yeah, you're right. It was awful. You had that awful tag team match with the Usos, New Day, and the Bludgeon Brothers.
Yeah. The Bludgeon Brothers. Yeah. This is a horrible WrestleMania. This WrestleMania was trash, in my opinion. I didn't like it. I felt like Oscar.
You know what's crazy? The best match. The best match to me was on the pre-show. It was Cedric Alexander and Mustafa Ali had put on that match. I remember.
Yeah, right. The finals. Yep.
Yeah. When the cruiserweight title was vacant.
Yeah. And Cedric Alexander retained his title. I think there was no title in the first WrestleMania with no title.
No, that was when the title was vacant that night.
Y'all got a question?
I think one title changed.
Yeah, the expenses because Miz had the belt.
Yeah, only one title changed though, right? Yeah, only one title changed.
What's your favorite Royal Rumble?
My favorite Royal Rumble?
Yeah.
Shoot, my favorite Royal Rumble would probably be 2001 when The Rock won.
Mine is. It's the one where I can't think of the number, but it's the one where Stone Cold eliminated Bret Hart.
Oh, 97.
When they thought when Bret
I think that was gonna be my pick too, because that's when Stone Cold was sitting on the turnbuckle and Bret's music hit and he watched it. He had that. Oh shit.
97. Yeah. Mine would be.
Yeah, that was my favorite one.
I'm gonna go with The Rock won in 2000, right? In New York, right? In Madison Square Garden. That's the one with him and Big Show. I'm going 2000 with Stone Cold. That's Stone Cold's second one, 2001, right?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
He was smacking Kane with the chair like 7 times. Yeah, that's my favorite one.
Wait, no, the second one was, because the first one was where he eliminated Bret. The second one was when, I think the second one was like 98 or 97.
Yeah, 98.
He went on to fight The Rock in the corporation. That's the second time he won.
He eliminated The Rock, and then the third one, I think he eliminated Kane on the third one.
Yeah, and that's when he went on to fight The Rock the second time.
There was a title change at WrestleMania 34 too. It was the U.S. title. Randy was the champ coming in, and Jinder Mahal won. It was a fatal 4-way.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it was 2 title changes, Intercontinental and US. Yeah, actually, US and Intercontinental was a title change. Yeah, you're right.
No, and the SmackDown title too, because the Usos were champs and the Bludgeon Brothers won the titles.
Oh, the Bludgeon Brothers didn't come in as the champs?
Oh no.
The Usos were the champs at the time.
See, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, the Usos were, yeah.
All right, what you think is the
and
worst?
Then Alexa Bliss lost. I think almost every title changed because Alexa Bliss was the Raw Women's Champion. Yeah, and Nia Jax beat her.
What y'all think is the worst Royal Rumble ever?
The one that Sheamus won.
I'm going the one with Alberto Del Rio.
The 40-man one, yeah.
Was going to sleep on that one. I'm like, yo, what? Another guy?
Yeah. That 40 was extra. I'm like, yeah, you
40.
You expanded it for bring more people, but I'm like, it's 40 people is a long time. Like, yeah.
I'm like, they're like entry 34. I'm like, wait a minute, what?
No, this one might have been. It's one where everybody thought Daniel Bryan was gonna win.
Oh, the Roman one, 2015.
Yeah.
You said the one who won?
When Roman.
No, not when Roman won. When everybody thought Daniel Bryan was gonna win and Batista came out and won.
Oh, 2004. Yeah, that one too.
Oh, yeah.
That was the worst Rumble.
That's the year they booed Rey Mysterio out the building. Yeah.
Yo, it was actually
when Batista.
They thought Daniel Bryan was going to win, though.
They thought he was going to win in
Bryan
2015.
was gonna win.
The one Roman won, they thought he was going to win. They were pissed when he got eliminated by
2 years in a row.
Oh yeah.
It was chanting his name the rest of the Rumble. It was bad.
Yeah, it was horrible. That was horrible.
It was bad. And then the Rock.
Yeah, those two probably the worst ones to me. It might be something worse, but
The Rock couldn't even save Roman from getting booed. That's how bad it was.
Yeah, because I'm a Roman fan, so I was feeling horrible for Roman. I was like, damn, that's like The Rock came out, he done lifted his hand, pointed at the dude. They were throwing stuff in the ring. They was like, nah, get this dude out of here, man.
I will always remember The Rock's face when he lifted Roman's hands. Like, I was like, his face just told it all. Like, I haven't been booed in years. What the hell?
Well, I can't even save this guy. Like,
The Rock.
you know what?
I'm done with this. He's cousin and all, but I'm done.
Word.
The 99 Royal Rumble was horrible too. That's the one Vince won.
Nah, that was good.
Now that was a good one. Yeah, I enjoyed that one. That one I enjoyed. That's the one that everybody thought China was going to win.
I think so.
No, is it?
That's the year China first. I think that was China's first WrestleMania, Royal Rumble.
Yeah, and she threw Vince out the ring, and he almost broke his neck.
Yeah,
that was hilarious. That was funny. But yeah, man. So you guys have. So do we have any news and rumors?
I had a couple. I had to see. Let's see.
All right. So we're about to break to our news and rumors segment. You guys get ready. All right, so we actually had some news and rumors. So I think the biggest news and rumor was actually the one that I had brought up not too long ago about Brock Lesnar possibly winning the Royal Rumble. But we have some news. There's some other news reporting that Carlito may be an entrant. This is not a joke. This is an actual rumor that Carlito Colon may be entering into the Royal Rumble.
Yep, they say he's
I've heard that for a while. I've been hearing that one for a little while.
Yeah, they say he's in Orlando right now, backstage. So
I would be interested in Carlito returning for the Rumble. For the Rumble, that's it.
Yeah, for the Rumble. Yeah, that's all. There's also a rumor. Oh, okay, this is not a rumor. This is actual fact. This is what's happening. So I don't know if you guys have been aware of WWE Network's apparent change in services. So WWE Network will not be available, I believe, in March. They're shutting down the network in the United States, and it's only going to be the WWE Network is only going to be available to people who are like, it's going to be international. Everybody outside of the United States will be able to have WWE Network, but WWE Network is now switching over to Peacock, which is owned by NCBS.
Uh-huh.
And in order to watch exclusive WWE content like pay-per-views and their older content, you have to purchase Peacock.
It's cheaper too.
Yeah, it's cheaper. It's like $4.99.
Yeah, and Peacock actually, if you have Xfinity.
Yeah,
I was gonna say it's free if you got Xfinity cable also, because I got it when we got ours, and it was free.
So you're lucky.
Okay, so I think I have it.
I've honestly never looked at it though. I think my fiance looked at it a couple times with the kids, but I've never paid attention to Peacock personally.
So I'll be real with y'all. I downloaded it because growing up I was a huge Saved by the Bell fan. I was like, oh, Saved by the Bell, they got it back. And I downloaded it just to watch Saved by the Bell. I watched 2 minutes of it and turned it off. Never watched it.
Well, not the reboot. Well, I guess it is the reboot.
Definitely.
Yeah, it's horrible. It's crazy because it's got the old characters in it, and like they work at the school or some shit like that.
Yeah, like I think Zach and Kelly's married, and their son goes to Bayside, and Zach is like the president of something. I'm just like, nah, y'all are doing way too much. Like,
so Zach,
Zach and Kelly's there. I think everybody's there.
Slater, right?
I didn't see
I think
Slater.
everybody but Screech. No,
Slater's
Slater's
getting too much
Slater's
money
there.
to be on
Well,
that
Screech
show.
and Lisa.
Yeah, 'cause we
I
don't.
seen him I saw him on a couple episodes. Screech and
Ooh.
Lisa are the only ones that I didn't see there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Screech and Lisa not on
Yeah,
there.
we all know what Screech
I
is
seen
doing
Slater
in
on a
his
couple
spare time.
episodes.
Screech has been screeching.
You all know what Screech been doing.
Yep. That's definitely a fact.
But yeah, I mean, like I said, I mean, now it's crazy because it's only affecting those of us in the U.S. Like those that are like international, like my homeboy Josue, who's been on the show a couple times. He actually lives in Canada. He moved to Canada with his wife, so he's still good because that's technically not part of the U.S. So he would still use the WWE network. So, but the rest of us gotta switch to Peacock now. Like it is $5. Well, Sean, you said Xfinity is free, but for those who don't have Xfinity, it's $5. And I think the $9 subscription is for like commercial free. So, but now my question is going to be: is it going to be as user friendly?
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I got
once you paid off for March and you switch to Peacock, you still got to give them that $5.
Nakamura, PJ
That's a good question.
Nakamura. Josue says, I'm good. I'm in Canada now. So he's saying that he's good because he doesn't have to switch. He's good. Yeah.
That's what I was just saying. Yeah, he's the one I was just saying that moved to Canada. So yeah, so he's straight.
Yeah.
Them damn Canadians are taking everything.
So we don't really have too much rumors, news and rumors. We had some, but I think that was pretty much the biggest one. This whole Brock Lesnar return.
I really hope.
I got something that's real, minor. We can talk about those, on Tuesday or tomorrow. Well, tomorrow when we cover Rumble.
Yeah, because the Rumble's about to. Well,
he needs to stay home, man.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, Brock Lesnar definitely needs to hang it up. I'm getting tired of this guy, but I really hope that he doesn't return.
Is his son wrestling now, or in the developmental?
Well, whatchamacallit sent. Well, hold on a second. Josue says the bad part about the Peacock is you have to watch it from the beginning. You can't restart.
What do you mean?
That's gonna suck.
You can't fast forward or nothing.
So it's just like watching live. Nah, just like watching live TV. So like with the app, if I miss, let's say something's on right then and there, but I'm like the pay-per-view. I catch the pay-per-view halfway through.
You can restart it.
Usually you can restart it and watch it from the beginning because that's usually what happens with me because I never catch them on time. But I think with that one, you gotta watch it from there and keep going.
Josue is joining us. Thank you for joining us, Josue. Yo.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I never used it before though. I'm gonna check it out though. I mean, got no choice but to use it.
I'm about to say, if they're getting rid of the app, we kind of got no choice but to get used to it.
Yeah, but the bad shit about Peacock is like you gotta watch it from the beginning. You can't restart or nothing.
You can't restart?
Nah, like if you're watching it live,
you
gotta watch it live from the beginning. You can't even restart if you get there late.
That's bad. But the app, you can catch it.
Well, I mean, you can restart it after the event is over, right? Like
I think so.
Oh, okay.
I mean, well, hopefully, WWE kind of, changes that and adds that, like, all right, this is what feature that we use is so, you know what I'm saying, Peacock, you're going to adapt it or else. Because I don't think, does Peacock have, like, live shows? Let me see.
Peacock does live sporting events.
Well, yeah. Brock needs to stay home.
Yeah, Brock needs to stay home. Brock needs to stay home. Goldberg needs to stay home.
Yeah.
Sheamus needs to stay home. Who else? There's a lot of people that need to stay home.
Yeah,
Charlotte,
you got to chill on Sheamus, man. You got to chill on Sheamus, man.
Come on, okay. You know what? Let's have this conversation, Sean. Let's have this conversation. Because listen, man. Listen, let me tell you this, Sean. Big Baby came on a while. He said he was a fan of Sheamus. He never gave me his reasons why he's a fan of Sheamus. Sean, you're a fan of Sheamus. Please tell me why. Why?
Okay, so as soon as I tell you why I am, I need you to tell me why you are a huge Dolph Ziggler fan. Because I don't.
Dolph
Ziggler can fucking go.
Absolutely.
No, the fuck he isn't. No, the fuck he isn't. No, the fuck he isn't.
Yes, he is.
I like Dolph at a point, and then it got to a point where Dolph became a jobber to me, and at that point, I was done with him. When he had AJ Lee, when he had Big E, when he was going his run, I was a Dolph fan. Dolph was fire. Right. And it got to that point. I think it was when he went to SmackDown, and it just went downhill after that.
Okay.
Like Sheamus, I've always liked Sheamus, even when Sheamus was kind of, he was doing his in between a little too. I still had hope. Like, all right, Sheamus still athletic. He's still young. He's got time. They're gonna find another story for him. He's gonna come back up. Mm-hmm. I never felt like that about Dolph. I was like, all right, once he was down, I was like, yeah, he's coming back up.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's the tag team title picture. I'm cool, keep him, relevant. But he could have left. I really wouldn't have cared.
Okay.
I think Sheamus is a dope athlete. He's like y'all were saying about Vince. Vince likes the look, bigger, tougher looking guy. Like I don't think it was too much about Sheamus. I never not liked though. Just
so you think that what you gonna say? Ant?
Go ahead.
Oh, what I was gonna say was okay. So do you think that Sheamus is a better wrestler than Dolph Ziggler?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yes. I would rather watch a Sheamus match more than a Dolph Ziggler match.
Bro, I
literally use Dolph Ziggler matches on my bathroom breaks. I get food. I
never watched a match in my life.
What'd you say, Ant?
I never watched a Sheamus match in my life.
Okay, all right. Now, again, because this is an open conversation, so I respect it. I get it. You know what I'm saying? This is a superstar you like, you grab that you connected with. It's cool. I get it. Now, this is my thing about Sheamus, right? Even though Sheamus is a big guy, he's good. He's good in the ring. He pulls off good big guy moves. Sheamus has never given us a classic. I can't name one classic match that Sheamus has ever given us. Dolph Ziggler has actually, in a moment of them trying to bury him, he actually has like 3 matches that could be considered 5-star or classic matches. Dolph Ziggler is a great in-ring performer, excellent in-ring performer. Now I get what you're saying. Like when Dolph Ziggler first started out, and he had his little run with AJ, and he had Big E. Like he was definitely looking like the man. He was the man at the time. But the reason why I still have hope for Ziggler is because the fact of the matter is that Vince is burying him. Like Dolph Ziggler has no control over that. He can't control how he wants to get booked. You know what I'm saying?
No.
So and he's tried. Like remember when he had the United States title, he dropped the title in the middle of the ring, and then he was hoping for that to be a push for them to let him go over in the Royal Rumble. He came back in that Royal Rumble, got his ass kicked, nothing happened. You know what I'm saying? But again, Dolph Ziggler is still a great in-ring performer. He's a great character that could be used for superstar status, but he was never pushed properly. Even when he had the world title, they didn't believe in him. With Sheamus is different. Sheamus was whatchamacallit? He was Triple H's training partner. So Sheamus is always going to be preserved. Triple H doesn't even like Dolph Ziggler. Triple H doesn't like. I found out Triple H and Vince does not like Dolph Ziggler. The reason why Dolph Ziggler actually got a world title reign was because of Pat Patterson. It was because of Pat Patterson. He actually got that push that he should have gotten. But apparently Triple H and Vince. Triple H's thing with Dolph Ziggler is he feels like he's too much like Shawn Michaels. He's trying to be like Shawn Michaels. I felt like when Dolph Ziggler had the shorts, had the white boots, had the white tape up on his hand, I felt like he was a reminiscent of Shawn Michaels, but not quite Shawn Michaels. But when he actually started looking like Shawn Michaels, that's when I was like, you're trying to be like Shawn Michaels. He had his own tights and everything else. I'm just saying that Dolph Ziggler is a great in-ring performer. Sheamus, I don't know, man.
I mean,
And
I
think
agree.
that might be why I never liked him for real, because like everybody reminds you of a certain wrestler. Like not everybody would.
Right.
There's a lot of people who give you that feeling of certain wrestlers. He's always given me that. I respect, I respect Shawn. I'm a fan of Shawn. Okay, I see what Shawn did and they loved it.
Mhm.
I'm gonna copy it. It's kind of like as much as I'm a Kobe fan, I love him to death. That's big bro. Kobe and MJ it's kind of like that. Like Kobe does everything MJ does. He just does like the movements, the mannerisms.
You said MJ. MJ who? Who?
Michael Jordan. I was using the Kobe and Michael Jordan.
Oh, Michael Jordan. Okay.
Yeah. I was using that as an example of like the Dolph and Shawn thing.
Oh, Kobe.
It's like he does everything Shawn does. He moves. Yeah.
And you know,
he moves like Shawn.
Sheamus reminds me of Ahmed Johnson.
Ooh, hell no.
What?
Really?
Hell no.
Really? Yeah. Ahmed was horrible though. Ahmed was horrible, bro.
Listen, his
I couldn't stand when he talked.
I'm telling you,
I hated on their talking, bro.
Ethan Wick says they're both good. Ethan Wick, he's a fan of Dolph and Sheamus. Ethan Wick says he was Mr. Ass in shorts. He says, I never once in my life thought of Shawn Michaels when I saw Dolph Ziggler. So that's what, but I'm gonna be honest, I did like when I seen Dolph Ziggler, I felt like when I seen Dolph the first time when Dolph Ziggler came out with the black shorts, white boots, and tape up, and I seen him wrestle and I seen him perform, I said, you know what? I said, if somebody was to be a reminiscent of Shawn Michaels but not be Shawn Michaels, it was Dolph. But when Dolph kept using the super kick, and then all of a sudden, then like the super kick, all right, but then when he made the super kick his finisher, and then he started wearing the tights, and then he started looking like Shawn Michaels from '92 with the leather gloves, and I was like, man, come on, now you just really crossed the line. Now you're trying to be like Shawn.
The reference they use, he was trying to be a poor man Shawn.
The Heartache Kid.
Yeah. So as Street Profits, definitely stated, the Heartache Kid. You know what I'm saying? But I think, but before he started, again trying to resemble Shawn's look and everything like that. Like I was a Dolph fan as well. But I think one thing that kind of rubbed the fans management the wrong way, I should say, is when he had a title and he would wear it backwards and he would do the hip thrust, the gyrate, and then bring it across. A lot of guys in the back felt like that was disrespectful to the title. So I think when he did that, I think that's when people started looking at him the wrong way. And if you think about it, that's when that started his downhill, downward spiral, I should say.
Interesting. The Swerve Show says James Ellsworth is the HBK before he got fired.
The Chinless Wonder.
The Chinless Wonder. Wait, so that's very interesting. So you see Sean's face. So all right, so check this. Okay, so I didn't know that. That's some very interesting information. So I didn't know that Dolph Ziggler taking the belt, putting it behind himself, doing a little booty shaking, and was considered disrespectful. So that's one of the reasons why they had some kind of thing. So we know, like, once you get backstage heat, sometimes it's kind of hard for Vince to kind of see you in a respectful light. You got to kind of like build your way back up in his graces to be considered. But I definitely, I think Sheamus is a good wrestler. But how they push Sheamus to be like a main eventer, or sometimes they try to push him to be like a top guy or this strong, tough guy, it's just like, come on, knock it off, man. Like, no, you're not. Like, you're not. I'm not convinced by Sheamus. I'm sorry. Like, this is my opinion, Sean. Like, my personal opinion. I am not convinced by Sheamus. I feel like Sheamus is good on the mic. He's great on the mic. He's not great in the ring. There's so many other people I can choose over Sheamus in the ring.
a lot of people.
But he doesn't sell it for me. Like, he doesn't quite sell it for me.
Is that so, fella?
That's quite short, fella.
I respect it.
He said,
No, I definitely.
Good.
No, I respect it. It's just I would see, just because of the whole like I said, the backstory with Drew. I feel like in the way they both wrestle, it would be a good match. Because, well, I say a good match, but it'd be an interesting match because they both don't. I mean, be real, they both only do but so much. Sheamus might do a little bit more than Drew does. Drew is getting to that 3-4 moveset type of thing, where he only gives you not bro kick. The little kick he might do a couple other things, but Drew is, like y'all said, he's getting to that point where it's like, do we really? He's getting in that goal for three moves type of thing. We see 3 moves and it's a win.
Yeah,
he won't have to do.
Drew's gonna Claymore kick everybody.
Right.
Like it's a Claymore kick in the match.
Blackout kiss.
And that
Claymore versus the bro kick.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Slash raises edge.
Now I will say,
doesn't Drew do the raise edge? Or
if anything,
I think he did the raises edge in the beginning.
No.
Did he? Or was that Sheamus? I know Sheamus.
I think
did.
No. I'm thinking about Damian Priest, who might be a surprise entrant because he's being called up. But so Damian Priest is doing raises edge.
Right.
Yeah.
Don't expect him.
That would be interesting. I think he needs to stay down. I definitely think Damian Priest should stay down.
That boy could go though, man.
I really feel like everybody in NXT needs to stay down. To be honest, that's just me. But I mean,
because they come up to the main roster, they ain't gonna get no.
They gotta
nothing.
Ethan Wiggins
I feel like they have a. I feel like they have a
in the treehouse.
So.
Yes, sir. Ethan Wiggins in the room. Let me see if I could spread this out. All right, here we go. That's better. Wait, somebody's missing. Okay, that's everybody. No, somebody's missing. No, somebody's. Everybody. It's everybody. Okay, all right. Okay, all right.
No, everybody's in. It's all 5.
Now, what you saying, Sean?
Oh, I said as far as NXT goes, I feel like everybody should stay down in the sense of like NXT has a good show. Like they have a good show, they got a good roster, and like Jose just said, everybody who goes up to NXT, goes up to WWE, they don't use them right. They're just there for bodies, and it's horrible.
Yeah.
Because you take good talent, you bury them.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what we were talking about. So
great talent, not doing nothing with.
No, right, and that's the dilemma that we were talking about, because now we're at a place where we're talking about the Royal Rumble, right? And this is supposed to be a hopeful place where we look at the next guy or some top talent that's supposed to be used in order to be like the next guy in line, where we're supposed to have like an exciting show. But we don't have anybody. It's like, and I was telling Jay, I said, and this is my point about Vince McMahon, is that Vince McMahon needs to stick to what he's good at, and that's making superstars. And it seems that NXT has been doing that as of lately, versus Vince McMahon doing that as of lately. Vince McMahon, to this point, has been really suppressing talent that he can use. And now we're looking at the Royal Rumble, and it was like, well, we're looking at it like, well, who's going to win and who's supposed to win? And we hope, like before, when the Royal Rumble came, we had hopes of a lot of people winning. Now we're like, we hope they choose the right person to win. You know what I mean? Like, so it's becoming very daunting. Like, he's not creating any good superstars. It's even to the point where we, it's not that great as far as how he's developing talent, and how he's been handling talent. If Damian Priest does stay down there, I mean, it would be a good look for him. If he comes to the main roster, he may not be utilized properly. We've seen what happened to Rude. We've seen what happened to Finn. We've seen what happened to Kevin. Well, at least Kevin and Finn actually got a world title. And Shinsuke got a few title reigns out of it. Bobby Roode has been paired with Dolph Ziggler. He shouldn't even be paired with Dolph Ziggler in the first place, which makes no sense. He's a singles competitor. So this is bad. So
actually, he started off as a tag team wrestler.
You say what?
Didn't Bobby
No,
Roode
he
start
was singles before he went to Beer.
when he was in
He was
TNA?
singles before he tagged with. He was more singles,
Yeah,
but
but
then
when he was in TNA, he was
paired
still a
with,
singles wrestler too.
Wasn't he
Up
up
Beer
until
Money?
he paired with Beer Money, and then
Before that, he was
But when he
but
won,
when him and
was
Beer,
he
when him and
singles in
James
Team
Storm
Canada?
broke up,
yeah,
he
he
was
wasn't
singles. Yeah, he was singles in Team Canada. He did some tagging, but he was more singles. Then he went to Beer Money and he was tagged. Then after Beer Money, he became singles again.
Oh,
Okay.
as a tag team wrestler anyway.
So the end of his TNA run was more singles. So he was better. I liked him more with Beer Money than anything, to be
Yeah,
honest.
him and James Storm is like, oh man.
That was
But wasn't
they
he
were
champion in
gold.
TNA
They
too?
might be top tag team. You
Yeah,
know,
he
you
was
really
champion.
have that like really have that
Yeah,
tag
the
team
Dirty
discussion.
Hills.
Beer Money is up there.
Like, didn't he beat Austin Aries for the title in TNA?
For like 30 years. Okay, I'm sorry. That was because Sway just asked. He said, yeah, was it Bobby Roode champion? And I said, yeah. And Ethan Wick says, yeah, for like 30 years. So because I think he's like the longest rated TNA champion. I think, right?
So Bubba Ray was.
Yeah, he might have been. But he was carrying the company at the time. He was champ. To be real,
he was, but he was like their John Cena at the time. He was sort of like their. I mean, his finisher kind of looked like John Cena shit. I mean, yeah.
No, I would have said AJ was more their John Cena at the time.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And I like it, but
So if AJ was like their John Cena, who is Jeff Jarrett like?
I don't know because I can't look. Jeff Jarrett was there. I don't know because Hogan was there, Sting was there. It's like you can't even compare him to anybody because they had everybody.
Jeff Jarrett, Malenko. There you go.
Is it Malenko?
No.
Yo, somebody on YouTube made a video. They was like, because you know everybody talks about the reign of terror with Triple H when he had the world title, right? But I don't necessarily consider the reign of terror because of just the good things we got out of it. We got Evolution and we got Batista and Randy Orton, right? But he said the real reign of terror was actually Jeff Jarrett when he held the TNA title, and how this guy would have handicap matches, get smacked over the head with the chair like 5 times in a match, get hit with like 10 finishes, and just hit one move and the whole match is over. I gotta say, you know what? I don't know if I can share the link. I think I'm gonna share the link in the group. But it was a great video. But it showed how hard they try to build the company around Jeff Jarrett.
It was nothing more worse than him being in the NWO, bro.
You said what?
Nothing more worse than Jeff
horrible.
In the NWO.
That was horrible.
Oh yeah.
I think at that point everybody was in NWO, like because it was cool. Like I think ring announcers.
I'm about to say that was when
ring crew. People on the streets.
They had referees.
Want to be cool. Like, hey, I want to be in the guy cool.
What was it, Nick Patrick?
Yeah, Nick Patrick.
Referees. They had their own freaking.
They really had their own.
They had their own pay-per-view too.
They had their own.
Only last.
Ring announcers.
Bro, they had their own cameraman.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
they were cameramen. They had everything.
Yeah, they guys that put up the
Bischoff made that shit too big, too fucked up.
Yeah, that's too many members, bro.
Yeah, they should have limited at certain people. Like when they got the Disco Inferno, that's what they do.
Disco Inferno coming out with Wolfpack music,
right?
Like,
I was like, what?
Disco Inferno.
You still had them disco pants on.
I'm like,
I'm shocked Ernest Miller didn't find his way into the NWO.
Yeah, he was.
Who's Ernest Miller?
The cat.
The cat.
The original Call My Mama.
Oh,
my mama.
Was he?
Right.
No, he wasn't. I had to think about. I was like, hold on, was he NWO?
Yo, they almost had the cat.
Yeah, because I was talking about that too. Yeah.
The cat was almost.
Let me ask y'all a question.
The cat was one war.
Yo, he really was almost.
Wait, what'd you say, Ant?
The cat. He almost won War Games in 2000, but they read him off somehow. He was going to win War Games in 2000 in WCW and become number one contender. Thinking of like at that time, I think that's when Vince Russo was the champ or something like that.
Damn.
Yeah, the kind of war games that they need to do.
Well, you know,
they need, like,
WCW.
original one with the like the Hell in a Cell type cage.
Yeah. That's the one NXT.
Oh, the
The
different levels,
NXT
right?
can do that one. They do
Yeah,
that with the
but-
open cage. They need to do the Hell in a Cell type cage.
They do the team. Yeah, they do the team one.
Yeah, they do the team one. NXT does that.
Are y'all talking about the one where
I like
Hogan
the-
had to go
man, I like the
to
original-
different levels and different sections of the cage? I think it was him, Beefcake, and somebody else. It was good though. It was decent. You know, we were young, so we ain't really watching. We was like, oh, Hogan, yeah.
That's when David Arquette won.
You said what was that?
David Arquette won that match.
Oh man, oh god, oh here we go.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because that
God.
was around the time Ready to Rumble came out.
Oh man, David Arquette.
That was
David
around the time
Arquette,
Ready to
Norman
Rumble was
Smiley,
coming out.
Tom Inferno. Norman, you remember Norman Smiley, right?
Norman Smiley.
Big
Yo.
wiggle.
Oh, Norman Smiley. Wow. That's a name I haven't heard of.
Wow.
Right.
Oh man.
I don't know. Speaking of WCW, I don't know. One of my favorite guys was Alex Wright. That's Wonderkin.
Alex Wright's the shit.
He is
Alex
hard.
Wright was.
Oh, that's
he was
he was
On the wall.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Skills were
Alex
hard.
Wright was the dude when he first came in. He hit a wall, but he was pretty good.
Oh my god, man. Yo.
He had that
Y'all didn't
feud
like
with
this?
Steven
Y'all
Rico.
didn't like Alex Wright?
No.
I love
Man, Alex Wright was the shit, man.
Yeah, Alex Wright
Every
was
chance I got a chance to
Yeah,
do
he
that
was
Alex
wilding,
Wright
man.
dance.
That was the best thing about him.
What?
Hell yeah.
I did Alex Wright did at parties or whatever I could, I was doing.
Oh my god. Oh man, Alex Wright.
Had the whole doing the Alex Wright. Like, what move is that?
Oh,
Right. I was doing the Alex Wright while people were doing Millie rocking in the Willie Bounce. I was doing Alex Wright, like hold that.
Oh, what y'all know
Yo.
about?
I gotta get a look. I gotta get a little kid to bring that back. I gotta get a little kid to TikTok that and bring it back. Yeah.
Word.
Alex Wright dance.
I used to hate his
Gotta get them to.
skills. His
Gotta
mic
bring them the Alex Wright dance back.
I mess with TH2 sometime. Yeah, I message her, be like, hey man, Alex Wright will kill y'all in a dance battle.
Bro,
Word.
I hate TH2, yo. Oh my
Yes.
god. I hate them.
Who?
I hate everything
The hybrid.
about them, bro.
Yeah,
TH2.
I love
the
that
hybrid
shit,
too,
man.
And AEW.
I hate them.
I
That-
hate them. Yo.
the ones that wear the lime green,
Yep.
the two
Yeah.
fake,
I used to
Yeah.
roast their ass with their Kyle colors.
two fake hardcore, the ones that always look like they're counting before they do a move. Like one,
Hybrid.
3.
I gotta look these guys up.
Yeah, you gotta look them up, Jay. Yo, Jay, you haven't
Right.
So
seen
are they better than MSK on NXT?
No.
Oh damn.
Yo, they count. You
Nah,
can see, like,
MSK
they
might
count
be-
in their head.
Hey man,
You can see them,
TH2
like,
they
counting
up
in their
there
head, yo,
too.
before they do any move. Like
TX2
any
is a
move,
little
you
better.
can see them counting on the rope like one.
Man, them dudes good, man. Don't do them like that, man.
Who,
They got to
MSK?
make sure they
Yo,
people
you
in the
know who's
right.
actually
Hey,
better than
is you
No,
finna
MSK
dive
has-
20 feet off of something and not make sure the opponent catch you? Hell no, man. Like
Jeff Hardy
you gotta
never
get you gotta
counted,
catch
bro.
him.
Jeff Hardy never
No,
counted.
I'm gonna tell you though, MSK is okay, but damn, every time I can't think of their name. The two black guys from Detroit that's in AEW. That
Oh,
fought
Devon Sons?
No, not Devon Sons. I hate them. They're horrible.
I hate them.
I don't know. Maybe no. You know what? I saw them on the indie circuit and they were pretty good. When they
Who you
got, I
talking
guess
about,
right now they're not winning at AEW.
Private Party?
No, I like Private Party. The other
I hate
I don't like
they
that part in that
fought-
dude's
I hate
head
Private
though.
Party too, bro. I hate Private Party. I hate
That
their ring-
fucking part in the
You don't
middle
like
of his
Private Party?
head gotta go.
I hate their ring attire.
No, I'm gonna tell you. I'm
You
gonna
see
tell
their
you.
ring attire?
AEW.
They
I
make
mean,
black
not
men
AEW.
look so soft.
I like Private Party now. I like Private Party now because
I like that ring work.
I don't like their ring
Yeah,
work
I like
and
now
their
that
ring
they're
attire.
moving towards like
And their
going
haircut.
heel. I like the whole going heel thing with them right now.
Fuck that haircut.
Yeah, that haircut.
That motherfucker got about a 3 to 4 inch part in the middle of his hair.
He got the house party 2 haircut.
Nah, he really do. His braids are crazy. Yo.
House party. Oh, motherfucker.
The house party.
House party 2. Not
It's
one.
it's not Cassidy. It's the other dude.
Oh, you talking about the movie house party?
Yeah, the movie house party.
Oh, you talking about the dude? The dude who looked like he wear corduroys?
Yeah.
The big old party, bro.
Listen, I'm tired of AEW. They making black guys look soft.
They making themselves look soft. They chose that shit.
They come out. They got a gay black wrestler. Like, come on, why he had to be black? Like,
Sonny Kiss.
Oh, yeah,
God.
he's horrible.
He ain't choose that life. That life chose him, my brother. That ain't no gimmick. That's life.
I
life.
hate watching his matches. Though.
Oh man,
He can wrestle. He actually can
man,
wrestle really good, but I just.
Yeah, he made it hard for me to actually watch it. That he almost made me stop watching AEW.
Brian Bomer says, you notice Flair's bottoms are smaller. Looks much better.
her bottoms, her shorts.
I don't know.
I guess you're talking about the shorts. I think he's the shorts.
Oh, I thought he's talking
I
about.
think you're talking about Sonny Kiss shorts.
I didn't talk about.
I would know that.
I thought you were talking about Flair's,
Yeah, man. Everybody got their thing.
yeah.
Well, yeah.
I know that Sasha Banks is a lot of more hips.
I've told y'all, Sasha's a little bit more frisky, a little more loose as of late.
Yep, and tonight we on pay-per-view. No telling what she's gonna do.
Oh, she got flash them pics, sell them tickets, man.
Yo, Sean, this just came to my head. You know who Sheamus reminds me of now? I'll take the Ahmed Johnson comment back. He reminds me of Steve Mongo McMichaels.
Man, that man ain't that bad, bro. That man is nowhere near that damn bad.
He's not that bad.
That man is nowhere near that bad at all.
They almost have the same resume. They almost have the same resume.
I don't see it.
Mongo was a U.S. title champ. Remember, numerous times.
Mongo trash, bro. Like Sheamus is nowhere near that trash.
4 Horsemen.
Yeah, that's horrible.
Yeah,
Sheamus can carry a match.
Mongo was a horseman because nobody else was available.
I ain't never seen Sheamus go in there and stumble a spot and then forget, and then come back and try to do it again, and then stumble it after he tried to do it again. That's that Mongo shit.
Yo, who seen the Jericho?
I think that was horrible.
Did anybody see Chris Jericho's botch last week on the Lion Salt?
Nah, I watched it, but
he's done, bro. It's time for him to go home.
Jericho's
just
getting.
don't do the line.
Yeah,
He shouldn't wrestle no more.
He's
done, bro. He's looking like Homer Simpson out there.
He's got those younger wrestlers around him.
He's looking like Homer Simpson in the ring, bro. He's
I hate to say Jericho's kind of done.
Jericho look like Homer Simpson.
I think
Jericho.
Jericho should play that mentor role right now.
Mentor role, right? Sweat, I'm with you.
Jericho can do it. He just need to ease up on that line salt.
Yo, Jericho look like
He's up on that alcohol too.
A ponytail, still trying to wrestle.
Yeah.
Yo, Jericho look nasty.
Too much of that bubbly.
Jericho needs to stop eating chops and everything. He got no chest no more.
Nothing.
I ain't gonna lie, them boys down in Florida, they getting big. They getting big. They be eating everything.
And Dustin and Goldust still looks like he's 30. Goldust still looks like he's 30.
Dustin need to go too. Dustin having some botches too.
I'm about to post Jericho. His out of shape Lion Salt that y'all talking about.
Oh man, that thing.
Yeah.
They should have went to commercial.
It was just as bad as Snoop Dogg Splash.
They should have went to commercial.
The name of that tag team that I was trying to find is Top Flight.
Yeah, I hate them too.
Oh, Top Flight.
I hate everybody.
Y'all don't like Top Flight, bro?
I don't like it. There's only one thing I like about AEW.
Wow.
What was that?
Team Taz.
Man, that's unfortunate.
Team
Man.
I can fuck with Team
That's
Taz.
unfortunate, dude. That's unfortunate, dude. That's like the tag team division.
Return, man.
I hate snow.
That's a replica? I got the small one.
Yo, Taz kills me when this thing comes out.
No, it's a little small.
He kills me when
I don't. I still
Yo,
ain't-
you seen him
Yeah, I
on
still
Dark,
ain't figured out the whole
bro? That
slow-
announcing on.
You said what?
You said the announcer on Dark.
Yeah, that when he announced on Dark, man, half the shit he say, man, I be like, bro, he be roasting the shit out of people. I'm like, bro, I go backstage, like, bro, why you doing me like that? This man was calling El
hell
Fuego Blue
yeah.
Gumby. He's like, he looks like
called
Blue
them
Gumby.
Fuego. Yeah, he called them Blue Gumby.
It's like, damn, man,
Taz is funny.
that shit would not fly on regular TV, man.
I'm not really.
Yeah. He wouldn't be able to do that back in the big dogs.
That's why they don't put him on there.
WWE.
Shit, he don't even do it on AEW on the big show.
Yeah,
It's
he don't
like
do that, yeah.
totally different.
But
Like,
that's
well, it's YouTube. Nobody gonna listen. Roasting
That's why-
everybody.
That's why he's on Dark. But then when it comes to the main show, he's with Team Taz, and he's always there, but he's never an announcer. Because that should be horrible, yo. I can't believe you're on like Top Flight though, man.
Nah, I don't like them, bro.
I think
like
for them to be so young.
Listen,
I think for them to be young, they have promise. I do think
they got
have
promise,
a lot
but
of
listen,
promise
I'm for the right now. I'm not with the future stuff because you don't know what wrestling gonna be like in the future. The way it's looking now, and I'm not liking it. I like the guys, I like the old guys, the guys that put in the work, the Bucks, the Omegas, the Hangman Pages. I'm not a fan of Cody. Not a fan of Cody. Cody's like watching.
No, not
King
now.
Fry.
Not now. I used to love Cody.
Now that he's
I
about to
used
fight
to like
Shaq,
Cody. I think the whole.
what are you doing, bro? Why are you about to fight Shaq? For what?
I was gonna ask y'all about that too.
Why are we
Cody's
fighting
doing
Shaq?
I think with the whole Big Show thing that he's doing, or what's it called, the Go Big Show on TV.
Yeah, the Big Show or some shit like that.
I think Cody's hands are in too much. Yeah, his hands are in too much, and he's going from being a wrestler, and the idea of AEW was so dope in the beginning, to now that he's an exec, he's handling himself. I don't know, man. It's just it's not coming off.
But
good
he wasn't exec when he was
Like,
signed with
it's just not.
AEW. He told him he wanted to do that.
Yeah, the exec movement. That was his next move.
Yeah, but now that he's
When he
in the
signed with
office,
AEW,
I
he told him
get
like,
it.
"Yeah, I got to be vice president."
Yeah, that's what he told him. Yup. That
True.
was it.
That's true. But look at Triple H, right? Let's compare the two. When Triple H started moving up in the company and getting into them higher positions, he was still wrestling wise. He was still interested. And he was still good. Cody already at this point is getting bland and boring, and you don't want to see him.
You know why I think that is?
At least to me.
Shit, I like to see Cody every time.
You know why I think Cody's getting boring? It's because Cody. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think Cody should have been a little selfish, and he should have been AEW champion. He should have took the belt and said, "Listen, I'm not gonna," because Cody would have been the man, but Cody could have still been champion. You know, played the background again, but at least he should.
But you can't please wrestling fans, man, because as soon as he did that, they would have hit that which they already doing now. But they gonna be like, oh, he doing the Triple H thing, he booking himself, and you can't win.
See, I understood in the beginning.
Yeah,
I understood in the beginning they were building. I understood.
This just in. We got new women's tag team champs.
Wait, so the Royal Rumble is happening right now?
Or the pre-show?
Oh, they on the pre-show. Oh,
my heart.
I already knew they were gonna win.
My heart. My heart. But it makes sense because guess what? Charlotte gonna have to blame Asuka. It's your fault. We lost. I'm gonna beat your ass for that belt.
They're gonna fight for the title.
Ric Flair interfered.
There you go.
Really?
Wait, so Nia Jax and Shayna got the belts back.
Yup. Flair and his new little,
which I figured was gonna happen.
His new little play dog.
All right, so guys, all right, so I'm about to show this Jericho clip real quick, and then we're gonna sign off because we gotta watch this Royal Rumble. All right, I'm gonna show this clip real quick. Here we go.
Powerbomb from MJF. Jericho. Oh! Lion Salt hooks the far leg. 2.
Oh my god.
Horrible.
Oh my
god. He had to step up.
Oh my god.
That's just as bad as
they need to start drug testing.
That man almost broke his neck, man. You know that man was on that bubbly,
He
bro.
almost killed himself.
They need the drug test. I need to know who's ahead of
He
the,
was on. What was he
the
on,
testing.
Ethan?
He on that
What was he on,
bubbly.
Ethan?
He on the bubbly.
That bubbly. That's what he
He
calls
on
it.
the bubbly.
Too much of that
Bubbly.
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 Yeah, they're wrestling drunk, huh?
I wouldn't put it past him.
Oh, shoot. All right, guys, we thank you for joining us for another edition of Wrestling Talks and Thoughts. We are now about to go and watch the Royal Rumble. If you guys are catching us on Facebook Live, you can hit the bell and get the notification for the next time we go live. Please drop a comment below and join us next time. If you are catching us on YouTube, hit the subscribe button, hit the like, give us a thumbs up, give us a share so all of your wrestling buddies can join us on Wrestling Talks and Thoughts so we can talk wrestling. I am signing off with my co-host Jay McMahon. I am Saheem the Dream.
Your boy Jay McMahon. Quick thing. If y'all are free tomorrow, we definitely got to revisit this and give our thoughts about what we thought about what happened tonight.
All right.
Absolutely.
Definitely free.
All right, guys. Guys, go ahead, sign off.
Cesaro section, baby.
Sean, all right.
Sean
All right.
Heyman, man, I'm out.
All right, listen. We are out. We'll see you guys later. Peace.
Peace.
Peace.